So, my name is Kazumi Izaki,
And I'm Jason King.
and our mentor is Dr. Ibushi, who is unable to make it today. And this is our presentation for our project Green Rewards.
All right, I'm gonna start off by asking you guys a few questions. I'm gonna have you guys raise your hands. All right. How many of you here have a smartphone? All right. How many of you guys go on an application just to pass the time? All right. How many of you wish you could do something more productive with that time? All right. Well, everybody go back. All right. So we are. That threw me off of it. So we are going to not only make a. That threw me off so hard.
Go to the next slide.
We're not only going to make an application that will benefit you, but also the world around you as well. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. So, what we're doing for our project is an application for your smartphone called Green Rewards. Here's our logo for it. Designed myself. Pretty neat.
Nice.
But anyways, so we're making a smartphone application that's going to be fun and entertaining and engaging for the user, while also being more beneficial to a lifestyle by helping make you a more environmentally friendly person.
Our design goals are to encourage the user to live a environmentally friendly lifestyle and to also connect the smart appliances such as refrigerators or lamps to better get a more efficient and accurate reading of what he'll explain in a second.
So what is going to really be the features we're going to use for the phone application? Well, for starters, we want to be able to track your carbon footprint. And what we mean by this is like how much resources that you're using. So like how much gas that you use it, like your like work week, or how much electricity that you're using whenever you like spend time in your house, or maybe how much water you're using whenever you go to the bathroom or whenever you're doing dishes. We want to be able to track that so that so we can better give you tips on how to cut down on your resource consumption and get a better output. You also want to, as we said earlier, connect with your smart appliances. So what we mean by that is like a smart appliance is let's say you have smart lights. So you can like clap your hands and the lights will turn on or off, or you can like have it so that they can dim automatically whenever you leave the room and then come back and they'll turn back on. And if it connects to your phone, that way we'll be able to track how much like energy you're using whenever your lights turn on. So that way you can easier track like how much electricity you're using or whatnot. We also want to implement a reward system. So what better way to encourage people to do something good than by rewarding someone? So let's say that you're cutting down on how much electricity you're using. Well, you gain enough points from saving like on your like gas bill or electricity bill. How about we get you a free gift card to Starbucks, or maybe a free charge at like a gas station for an electric car? That seems pretty cool to me. We also want to make it fun and entertaining, so we're going to include like games and challenges. If you ever played like one of those like little like the cat phone game, like Nekomatsu or whatever it's called, all my friends play it, whatever. You will have something like that where you can just check in every once in a while, spend like a minute or two playing the game, and then get back to it, and you can still gain points through that, which you can then use for your achievements and goals. So you can then put that back to the reward system, and you'll reaffirm the lessons that you learned from the application to your everyday lifestyle.
Our expectations. We don't expect to have a fully completed app by the end of the term. We expect to have at least one working feature and, why does it do that? We expect to have like one working feature and, that always throws me off so hard. So we always have one working feature and,
You're good. You're fine, Jason.
like stressing out. So our expectations, let me start. Our expectations for this project are not to complete it, but we wish to continue on through the next term and end up putting it onto the App Store and getting partnerships with green-minded companies such as Tesla Motors and Whole Food retailers to help us out with this.
So how exactly does this relate to biology, and why should anybody care about it? Well, for starters, it relates to biology kind of obviously, because we're making a smartphone application, computer science, to make a green app, so make you more environmentally conscious, to like help better not only yourselves, but the environment around you. And why should that be important? Well, I mean, I like this planet. I hope you guys like this planet too. And you want to be able to make this a better place for the next generation to come. But if that's too long term for you, well, how about a more immediate gratification, as in you're going to be saving money if you switch to a more green lifestyle. You're wasting less electricity, you're wasting less in your gas mileage, you're wasting less water. That's going to cut your bills down a lot. And who likes saving money? Because I like having money, so cutting down on your bills, that's a great way to do it. And if that's still not enough for you, you get free stuff, pretty much. Like, you get a free gift card to Starbucks. Who doesn't want a free gift card to Starbucks? Like, come on. People drink it, like, every day. So, yeah. And now,
Here's our
citation.
citations.
All right, okay, I'm going green now. You've already laid out that, okay, we will not be able to complete the app, and I totally understand that. However, which aspect do you think will you be able to, not complete the whole thing, but can you at least somehow get started with the app? Because my thing is, and this is because of the way you're laying this down, there's going to be a lot of companies that you can actually pull, to be in this program. Now, I'm not a computer science, so I don't know how you are going to now hook this with, say, Bright House, or those entities that basically are looking at your bills, of electricity or that, and how feasible would that be, to be able to get them on board. So I think that the first aspect is the development of the first part of the app, right? Is that what you're going to be working on?
Yeah. Like, the main thing we want to focus on, like, implementing like the game stuff, like, that's like a long-term goal, but we would like to be able to track like how much
Right,
so we want to be able,
aspect.
our main feature that we want to focus on for finishing by the term is having to be able to track like some sort of like resource that you're using up. So probably like electricity, but
Yes, I would suggest, guys, I would suggest that you focus, say, for example, just electricity, right? Electricity in your home and wherever you are, where electricity can be tracked. And again, I don't know how your computer aspect is going to do that. And we can just identify one entity, an electrical entity, maybe Bright House, or, and see how that actually works. And then the rewards come on later on, right? All the other additives to that. But just that part of your plan would be a really breakthrough if you can do that. Because everybody now is going green, as you already know. Sustainability this, sustainability that. But tracking, I don't think there's anybody that actually is putting that in place, where you can individually, track a household, for example, of how much actual electricity, and then it gives to the electricity, Bright House would actually know that your household, is having this much, as a savings, and then give rewards. So, I don't know.
Electrical meters now, I think, are wireless, so there must be some way to.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is how are you gonna now hook that up with, whatever electrical meters they have, and then if they're on board with your program, how is that gonna work with them, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a very difficult aspect to do. That should be doable within a semester,
Yeah.
right? So you start with even just here, Poly, how can you track the bills in Poly? I don't know, but that's the concept that I think,
Our biggest
would be very helpful.
Our biggest thing in this application is the reward system, because it keeps the user in, on the app.
Right, he knows how much he's basically.
Yeah, and also keeps them there because they're getting rewarded for it. So they
Right,
get free stuff
yeah. So,
and save them money at the same time, so it's like a benefit. Yes.
You mentioned tracking gas and electricity. Have you thought of tracking waste?
Yeah,
Disposal?
like anything that
So like,
is like,
yeah, we're right now focusing mainly on like electricity, like that's the big one we're going for right now. But like we'd hope to like include like as much as possible, like pretty much like get your like all around lifestyle.
okay, so like track how much you dispose of, like what you throw in the trash can, and actually what you could reuse or recycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'd like to.
eventually. Yeah.
With the whole tracking feature and the gaming feature, have you thought about making a game that's competitive between other people? Because people get really competitive about it. They'd all be like, "Yeah, save."
Well, I mean like.
I'm the one with the least electric bill this month. Yeah.
I bet
Go for
they-
that.
A meta game.
That's
Well,
the
that's
page.
that would be more like a competitive side for like say like a high score type of thing. Like making the actual game itself competitive is like a bit more like out there, but making like having like say like if you have your friends like on it, like you can maybe like having a feature or like include like you would allow like them to like to see like how much resource you're using or not. But
It's like the
like you
biggest
wouldn't want to like
loser.
show people how much like your bills are like generally, but
It's awesome.
it'd be good to like have like it's like oh your like percentage is up this or down this instead of like showing like the actual amount.